You know when you're at home and you're just watching normal TV and you're thinking, oh, that TV speaker doesn't sound too good. Sounds like I need something a little bit more decent. Well, we're trying out the B3 Soundbar by Edifier, and you just need to stick around if you want to hear and see more. So what do you get in a box? You get a female 3.5mm jack in, you get RCs or phono ports, red and white, just normal standard ones. They're not very expensive, but they will do. You got a 3.5mm male jack end, obviously phono and RCA cables at the end. Let's take a quick measurement and see how long these little, cables is. That in a word? Right, so we've got about 1.5 meters of cable here. 1.5 meters, which would be pretty cool. And then Edifier also chucks in an optical lead. So you get all of these cables and optical lead, and don't forget you get remote control as well, so it's a bit like a home entertainment system. You got news, movie, 3D, you got 3D TV, and Bluetooth. So you don't need all them cables, you could just use a Bluetooth actual enabled device, and you can use it. So if your TV's got Bluetooth or anything that's got Bluetooth, so what else, like your phone, iPad, tablet, laptop, you can use that Bluetooth speaker to connect to it and it will work. So this is actually made for a TV, but if your TV's got Bluetooth, it's going to work with that. You've got auxiliary as well, and you've got line in, and then you've got your plus and minus for your volume up and down, and then you've got your power off and power on, and then you've got your mute button as well. So that means like if someone's coming in and they really want to say something, you can just mute whatever you're listening to straight away. And it also comes with a bracket as well to go on the wall, which is really simple to put up. You can slot it into the back, so if this is connected to the back of your wall, it can just be slotted as simply like that, and it's on there securely. So on the back of the actual Bluetooth speaker and loads of cable speaker, you've got the coaxial cable that goes there, you've got optical lead that goes in there, and your RC phono cables go in here, and your 3.5mm male jack goes there, and your sub out goes here. So if you opt to get the sub with the Soundbar S3, B3, then you can just plug it into there and then you're on your way. So on the front you've got this nice clean foam look with the actual small little indication that's Edifier. And the good thing about this, you can have it like this, or you can have it like that. But if you've got small kids and people that are drunk and stuff in the house, then it won't look too good if they get their fingers on the little speakers. This is quite cool. So you've got 2 tweeters at each end, and you've got 2 the bass speakers, and then you've got one that's more to the bass hole, so you can get a deeper bass, and this is more to act like a mid. So you've got 2 mids but acting like a bass on this side, and exactly the same on here. And then you've got the LED infrared where you can connect things, or the Bluetooth receiver, all connected into the system. Now, we've already talked about the speaker. Oh, hang on, no we haven't. Dun dun dun. If you lose your remote, you got this on the side as well. You got power on and off. You got your plus for volume up, and then your minus, your volume down, and then you've got this button here which will indicate that you can go from auxiliary to line in and stuff like that. And you got nothing on this side. It just says a passion for sound, and I have to agree with that. So no button there or anything like that. It's really nicely, it's a nice look. It feels quite weighty. It feels about, I'd say it feels about 6 kilos in weight, so it's quite good quality. We're going to close this back up, and now we're going to do the sound test. So what I'm going to do is do a quick sound test. I'm going to plug the 3.5mm jack into my phone. If you've got a laptop or anything that, like a desktop PC, Mac, anything like that, you can, or even it's a auxiliary like I don't know, sofa that's got 3.5mm jack, you can plug that into there. And now I'm going to plug this into the back. So the white one in there and the red one in there. And then we're going to check the sound. I'm just going to play one of my YouTube videos. Let's get right involved and let's check these speakers out. Right, so let's move these speakers to the side and let's get rid of the funky other bits. So you get a nice little remote control. Just press 3D. Let's take the sticky bits off of there because we want to see this all in its heavenly glory. And take that out. That's for the battery to stop it from discharging itself when it's in transit. Taking it off of 3D. A mute button so you can mute on and off. Plus volume up, volume down. A little infrared light. Well, not infrared light. Now I'm going to test this in Bluetooth mode now. Right, so you've got an Edifier B3 soundbar, it shows up on here. You click that. And there it is, it's connected. So now, just going to go and get a quick video. Right, so this is connected via Bluetooth now. And I'm just going to turn it up. So we've finally got the Edifier video that you all wanted to see, which was the R1800T Freeze. We're going to be reviewing it, hearing the sound, and obviously having a look at see how good the aesthetics are, the style of these speakers. Let's get right involved and let's check these speakers out. 3D mode. Well, that was a quick sound test. Now, I just don't understand it. With every Edifier speaker that I've ever tested, every time I connect it up with a 3.5mm jack, and whether it's phonos, RCAs, anything else that's just a cable, it always sounds like the cable doesn't produce enough voltage to power the actual drivers. And I don't understand. I've got this via Bluetooth and you can hear the difference straight away. That was like full blast through the sound speaker, full blast on the actual device, which is iPhone 6 and the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. And the difference is clear. Bluetooth seems to be a lot more crisper, clearer, a little bit more enhanced though. So it's not so, I don't know, with the cables being connected, I believe that you get a more of a precision sound, more detailed than what you get when you listen to Bluetooth. Bluetooth, it sounds like the bass, the mids, the tweets are really enhanced to give you a more, I don't know, a more not real sound, if you know what I mean. It sounds like, it sounds like it's over enhanced to give you a bit more boost. It's a boost, that's the word I'm looking for. Boosted bass, boosted treble and boosted highs as well. And I don't know, it sounds good though. If you're watching an action film, you don't really want it to sound flat like you're in a studio where there's no grade of like sound or enhancements there, but you definitely want to be able to hear the difference. Now 3D mode sounds really good. You get to, it's like half the enhancement, but it's more kind of a surround sound, but it's right in front of you. To be honest with you, I would buy this and I'd buy the subwoofer to go with it. One thing I need to do though, I need to put it against the wall, not like drill it on the wall, but just place it against the wall and see if there's any difference in sound. Oh, okay. So we finally got the Edifier video that you all wanted to see, which was the R1800T Freeze. We're going to be reviewing it, hearing the sound, and obviously let's turn it up a little bit. How good the aesthetics are, the style of these speakers. Let's get right involved and let's check these speakers out. Right. Okay. So this is weird. So obviously it's made to go on the wall. Now it works really, really well against the wall. You've heard it for yourself, and it works even better on Bluetooth. There's no cables, there's no nothing. But there is a slight distortion in the sound. Now, I'm playing it straight off the phone. This is made for TVs, but as an all-rounder, it's capable of playing from all your devices, but I would like it to be able to be exactly the same sort of sound that you would hear from TV to a laptop to whatever. If you use a game capture card or anything like that, you're going to get much more clearer, detailed sound, and you can do it to your own preferences, how you would like the sound to sound like when you're actually watching a movie or listening to music. Now, if you're just an average Joe that was wants a nice little Bluetooth center speaker that to go underneath the TV, it's really quite capable. And it's even better when you've got it connected to the wall. So they've made it optimized for a wall, not just like on a desk or anything like that. It sounds really good. But there is a slight distortion in the speaker when I had it up full blast, and I tried 2 devices with it and it still sounded a bit distorted and a bit unclear. So I would personally not have it up full volume and kind of download an equalizer or something like that, where you can tamper around with the bass and you can mess around with the treble and the mids and highs and stuff like that, so you can get your great sort of sound that you want, your own preferences, because everyone's got different sort of things they like listening to. So I like a lot of bass and I like a lot of hi-hats at the same time. I like it to sound crisp with the bass and it's continuous, and then the beats are nice and thumpy and it thumps with the bass. Other people might not like loads of bass and stuff like that, but overall this speaker I'll give it 7 out of 10 definitely. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, dislike it, but leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the speaker. If you've got this speaker, tell me what you thought about this speaker. I've done a lot of Edifier speakers, and this one's kind of okay, but I wouldn't say it's like the best sort of Edifier speaker I've used. But with a subwoofer it would sound really great, but for the price point and just put it on the wall was pretty cool. But don't forget to share the video so everyone other people can see it as well. And thanks for watching. See you next one.